Hi folks, yes, today we are here at Zoo Negara here in Kuala Lumpur, and today join me as we check out the different animals that they are housing in this wonderful destination. Welcome to Zoo Negara here in Kuala Lumpur, where the location spans approximately 110 acres, housing various types of animals, both domestic and wild, for guests to explore. This zoo was officially opened on November 14, 1963 by the country's first Prime Minister, which is Tunku Abdul Rahman. An entrance fee is required to visit this animal park to help sustain its operation, including the maintenance of all animals housed here. Ticket can be purchased online or via walk-in. Upon entering the park, guests will be blown away by the vastness of this animal park with ample space for guests to walk around. It is surrounded by huge trees of different species which help cool the area, making it feel like jungle in the middle of the city. The first exploration we took was an area dedicated to housing various species of monkeys. Honestly, the park boasts an impressive collection of monkeys, showcasing species that we had never seen before, making this visit an exciting and educational experience for us. Each species has its own unique traits, from their size and colors to their playful behavior, which left us in awe. We arrived at the park early in the morning, and it was a perfect way to visit this section. The monkeys were incredibly active, showcasing their natural acrobatic skills as they swung gracefully from branch to branch inside their enclosure. Their agility and playful antics, such as chasing one another, combining high structures, and leaping across the ropes, were a delight to watch. Some were even seen interacting with their surroundings, playing with toys or inspecting leaves, adding a touch of curiosity to their lively demeanor. The enclosure itself was thoughtfully designed with plenty of space for the monkeys to move freely, climb, and explore. It felt as though they were in the right natural habitat, surrounded by greenery and well-maintained structure that allowed them to thrive. Next to the monkey section is a lively area where the park has placed various species of chickens and roosters. These feathery residents are incredibly active, moving around energetically and filling the surroundings with their cheerful morning sounds. The crowing of the roosters and the clucking of the hens bring a unique vibrancy to the place, making it feel alive and welcoming. Watching them strut about with their colorful feathers gleaming under the morning sun was a simple yet delightful experience. Adjacent to this area is a charming spot that our little ones found especially the captivating children's world. Here, kids can explore and interact with small, gentle creatures in a more personal setting. One highlight is the guinea pigs, which were busy enjoying their breakfast when we visited them. Their tiny squeaks and adorable movements keep the children fascinated as they watch these furry little animals nibble away on their foods. Nearby is another interesting exhibit featuring hedgehogs. These nocturnal creatures were a bit shy during our visit, with some still curled up and sleeping in their cozy nests. The children loved spotting the tiny spikes of the hedgehogs peeking out, and the overall experience was both fun and educational as they learned about these fascinating animals. The zoo has also featured these ponies locally known as kuda padi, which were quite active during our visit. The kids were particularly fascinated as they have expected that ponies are like horses and much be taller. Seeing these small yet robust creatures up close give them a whole new perspective on these charming animals. Another unexpected highlight was the appearance of an adult raccoon. This elegant creature was busy showcasing his graceful movements as he walked around his tree-like enclosure. With his glossy fur and healthy physique, watching him explore his surroundings added a delightful surprise to our visit. Next, we encountered these bird species which were not only colorful but also incredibly tame. These birds had no qualms about mingling with the guests, much to everyone's excitement. However, visitors are kindly reminded to exercise caution as these birds' beak, while playful, can deliver a strong bite. Their vibrant feathers and colorful personalities made this section of the zoo truly captivating for all ages. In this section of the zoo, my kids were thrilled to see adorable dwarf rabbits as well. They were considered an excellent pets. These floppy creatures were calm and tame, allowing visitors to closely observe their behaviors. Watching the rabbits hop around and interact with their surroundings was a delightful experience for the little ones to enjoy. Next, we came across this Nile hippopotamus, a highlight for many guests. These magnificent creatures were busy playing around its man-made pond. Observing their natural behaviors up close was an incredible experience, especially for the kids. It's a fantastic way for them to see these animals in real life, providing a tangible connections compared to just seeing them in books or in digital screens. One of the most memorable part of our visit was exploring the area where the popular capybara resides along with the orange cat affectionately named Oyen. We were incredibly fortunate that Oyen made an appearance during our visit. Seeing the capybara and Oyen coexist so harmoniously was a unique experience and certainly a first for us. It's not every day you encounter such an unusual pairing. We also noticed that the zoo has thoughtfully placed a dedicated feeding bowl for Oyen, ensuring that the cat is well cared for within the animal exhibit. Similarly, the capybara has been provided with a well-maintained habitat that ensures their safety and comfort. Observing these two creatures side by side was a heartwarming sight, and it reflected the zoo's commitment to creating a nurturing environment for all its animal residents. The next section we explored was dedicated to Indian Gaur, also known as Indian bison. Native to the Indian subcontinent and Southeast Asia, these magnificent creatures are listed as vulnerable on the IUCN Red List since 1986. The global population of the Indian Gaur was estimated to be around 21,000 mature individuals in 2016. Seeing such a majestic animal up close was truly a humbling experience, as we were reminded of the importance of wildlife conservation. We were also fortunate to witness a sun bear in action. This fascinating bear species, known for its characteristic sun-shaped mark on its chest, was busy foraging for food like termites and ants in its habitat. The sun bear is the smallest bear species, standing about 70 centimeters at the shoulder and weighing about 25 to 65 kilograms. Next, we encountered this red-legged pademelon, a species that closely resembles as a kangaroo. These solitary and shy animals are native to the northern eastern coast of Australia and New Guinea. The red-legged pademelon prefers dense cover and is quite elusive, rarely venturing far from its shelter. Active both day and night, it feeds primarily on fallen leaves and fruits. Watching these agile creatures navigate their environment was a unique experience, especially for the kids who were intrigued by their hopping movements. The zoo has also housed various species of deer. We could see that their population is growing rapidly, and a fun fact about deer is that the male deer of almost all species except for the water deer, as well as female deer, grows and shed a new antler every year. These antlers are bony extension of the skull and are often used for combat between males, especially during mating season. It was fascinating to observe these animals, knowing the role of their antlers play in their natural behavior. Another exciting addition to the zoo is this porcupine. There are two species of porcupines found in Malaysia. They call them landak padi or paddy porcupine and landak nibong, also known as spiny forest porcupine. Next, we visited the Caribbean flamingo and the greater flamingo enclosures. These two flamingos species coexist beautifully and are often seen bonding with each other in the open space provided. Surrounded by large trees, the area is perfect for these elegant birds to stretch their long legs. Here's a fun fact about them. The greater flamingo is the tallest of all flamingo species, standing about 120 to 150 centimeters or is about 47 to 59 inches, and the weight is about 3.5 kg or 7.7 pounds. Interestingly, the iconic pink color of the flamingos actually comes from a type of food they consume. As flamingos dine in algae and brine shrimps, their bodies metabolize the pigments in the food, turning their feathers into a beautiful pink color. Next, we spotted these white rhinoceros, also known as white rhino or square-lipped rhinoceroses. They are the largest extant species of rhinoceros and they have a wide mouth used primarily for grazing. White rhinos are the most social of all rhino species. A male white rhinoceros can weigh up to 2,300 kilograms, while females can weigh up to 1,700 kilograms. Observing these massive creatures in person was awe-inspiring, especially considering their size and calm demeanor. Since our little ones were already feeling tired from walking around, we decided to take a break at their animal amphitheater. This place is where unexpected animal shows are about to begin. The audience was entertained by trained animals like Kakadu and Nuri performing tricks with their handlers. It was such a delight to watch these birds show off their skills interacting with their trainers in a highly entertaining way. The zoo also houses a bear cat locally known as benturong, which has an interesting characteristics. It smells like a popcorn. This unique animal belongs to the civet family and has a distinctive appearance. We found it fascinating to learn more about this creature and its role in the zoo's ecosystem. One of the exciting aspects of the show was the audience interaction. The facilitator engaged with the audience, making the show more participatory. For instance, there was a donation drive activity where the Nuri was trained to fly from its handler to a guest holding a donation. The highlight of the show, however, was the performance of a sea lion and its trainer. The sea lion's tricks were amazing and had the crowd in awe. It was clear that the sea lion had been trained to perfection and the bond between the animal and its trainer was heartwarming. The performance was both entertaining and educational, making it a crowd's favorite. The sea lion's antics such as balancing a ball and jumping from the pool to go over a hula hoop with its trainer was just nice to watch. Next, we explored the amphibian section where the zoo houses various fascinating creatures. This was the first time for the kids seeing such animals and it was such a unique experience for the entire family. The kids were particularly intrigued by these creatures and spent quite a bit of time observing them, learning about their natural habitats and behaviors. After that, we ventured into the isopods sections where we give the children a flashlight to spot these fascinating creatures hidden in the dark environment. The kids' curiosity kept us here longer than expected, as they eagerly searched for the hidden isopods and other critters in this dark corner of the zoo. It was exciting to witness their interest in discovering what lives in the dark side of the planet. Next, we headed to the Savannah section where the kids were excited to see giraffes enjoying the meal during feeding time. Giraffes are the tallest mammals on Earth and we were amazed to see them up close. Despite their height, giraffes can run up to 35 kilometers an hour over a short distance or cruise to about 10 miles per hour over a long distance. Increasingly, a giraffe's neck is too short to reach the ground, so they have to spread their legs apart to drink. The kids were fascinated by these gentle giants and loved watching them eat and interact with their environment. Our next stop was the lion's den, where we got to witness the king of the jungle in action. It was incredible to see these majestic animals up close, showcasing their healthy bodies and impressive presence. The kids were in awe of the lions as they rested and roamed around their habitats. The zoo's effort in providing a spacious and natural environment for the lions were truly commendable. Following the lion, we were made our way to the tiger exhibit where the kids were captivated by the sight of a tiger longing in the grasslands inside their den. It was the kids' first time to see white tigers and the kids were very fascinated about the unique colors. The majestic white colors with their striking white fur and black stripes left a lasting impression for the children. The children were in awe of these rare creatures and it was a great educational moment to learn about the different tiger species and their conservation status. Next, we brought the kids to visit the giant pandas named Fu Wa and Feng Yi. These two pandas have become iconic figures to Zoo Negara and are among the most visited animals in the zoo. Their arrival marked a significant milestone in Malaysia's effort to contribute to the preservation of the endangered giant panda species. Fu Wa and Feng Yi live in a special designed climate-controlled enclosure that replicas their natural habitat in China. The temperature is carefully regulated to ensure it's nearer the cool and temperature conditions that pandas thrive in. Visitors can observe these magnificent animals through a walkway that allows them to have a clear view of these giant pandas. An interesting aspect of their care is that Fu Wa and Feng Yi are not only provided with the finest environment condition, but they also have a dedicated team of caretakers, including a panda chef whose role is to prepare their food daily. The pandas are fed with a nutritious diet, maintaining consistency of bamboo, their staple food, along with other supplements like fruits and specially made treats to keep them in good health. The chefs ensures that each meal is prepared with great care to meet their nutritional needs. It is also important that Fu Wa and Feng Yi's enclosure has a limited access for visitors that is only about 5 minutes per group to avoid disturbing the pandas. This short but special time allows guests to admire these beautiful creatures while ensuring they are not overwhelmed by the crowds. Visitors often find it heartwarming to see the pandas in such a well-maintained, tranquil space. Overall, Fu Wa and Feng Yi have become a symbol of Malaysia's China cooperation in wildlife conservation, and their presence at the zoos help raise awareness about the effort being made to protect pandas and their habitats. Next, we visited the giant elephants. We were able to observe these majestic creatures up close, and we learned about their names and background. Siti is a female born in 1979 in Fraser's Place, and Sibul is a female born in 1978 in Temerloh, have been living in the zoo since they were young. It is wonderful to see them grow and thrive at Zoo Negara. The elephants seems to enjoy their space, and it was heartwarming to see them interact with their environment and visitors. We also explored the banteng exhibit, where we saw these wild bovines also known as tembadao. Banteng are native to Southeast Asia, and they are larger and heavier than their domesticated counterparts. These animals have a head and body length of about 1.9 to 3.6 meters, and they are strikingly sized within their impressive size and strength. The banteng are an important part of the zoo's collection of endangered species and was a great opportunity for us to learn more about them. Indeed, Zoo Negara is a vast animal park located in Selangor, and it offers an impressive variety of animals and exhibits. Since our kids were very tired from walking around, we decided to take a break and explore other animals in our next visit. The zoo offers electric buggy rides to help tourists travel from one section of the park to another. It's a great convenience for visitors who want to enjoy the zoo without strains of a long walk. There you have it, folks. These are the discoveries that we enjoyed here at Zoo Negara here in Kuala Lumpur. They have a lot of species of all these animals that's gonna be interesting and educational for the kids. And I hope, guys, you can come over here, bring your family, let them explore this wonderful destination here in Kuala Lumpur. Alright, thank you so much, guys, for watching. This is Sunny from Jomtaralets, and I hope to see you guys in my next upcoming coverage. Thank you, and bye! Lai lai lai!